Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Akmal Paisarendra. Here I will explain briefly about Indonesian crude oil production is declining, creating challenge in meeting domestic energy demands. While drilling new oil wells has been ongoing, it has not been sufficient to boost domestic crude oil production. Although a program initiated in 2021 has successfully reduced the natural decline from 5 to 7% to 1.1 to 1.2% on year. As of June 7, 2024, Indonesian daily crude oil production stood at 610,750 barrels, falling short of the 635 barrels on day target. SKK Migas has devised various strategies to address this challenge. Short-term strategies include increasing development drilling, workovers, and well service in existing fields. Medium-term strategy focus on accelerating the discovery of new reserves and implementing enhanced oil recovery projects. The data indicates a pronounced downward trend in Indonesian crude oil and condensate production over the period 1996 to 2023. The peak production occurred in the mid 1990s, followed by a sustained decline. This suggests substantial challenge within Indonesian oil and gas sector. However, there are concerns about the declining production of crude oil from the Rokan and Cepu blocks. These two blocks remain the backbone of Indonesian crude oil production, so any issues here can significantly impact overall production. Next slide. SKK Migas is paying close attention to development in these two blocks. Currently, SKK Migas is partnering with PT Pertamina Hulu Rokan to conduct extensive drilling to increase crude oil production from the Rokan block. As a result, crude oil production in this block has increased to around 16,000 barrels per day, making it the largest contributor in Indonesian crude oil production. A similar situation is occurring in the Cepu block, where the less significant discovery of crude oil reserve was in the early 2000s. The Cepu block has also experienced a natural declining in production since 2020 to 2022, and SKK Migas in the contractor are trying to erase this declining by conducting maximum production tests. In the future, SKK Migas and ExxonMobil Cepu Limited, which operate the block, plan to implement the Banyu Urip infill clastic project with the target of increasing production by 16,000 barrels of day, which is expected to starting August 2024. Next slide, please. On the other hand, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources is making efforts to revitalize the upstream oil and gas industry through incentive policies. The Director of Upstream Business Development at the Ministry of ESDM, Ariana Sumanto, stated that the ministry has improved policies and incentives to make exploration more attractive. The government is also preparing new policies, including first, improvement in the terms of tender and contract for oil and gas blocks, such as a contractor split up to 50%, minimum signature bonuses, direct tenders for oil and gas blocks without joint studies, and more affordable bank guarantees. Additionally, contractor can choose between gross split or cost recovery contract. Second, there is an exploration privilege policy that allow contractor to transfer exploration commitment to open area outside the working block. Exploration period extension of up to 10 years are also being considered as as well as the possibility of additional exploration time beyond 10 years to support discoveries such as the North Ghana gas field. Third, the government is refining upstream oil and gas incentive in accordance with Ministerial Decree number 9, 1999 of 2021, focusing on improving the contractor split, investment credit, accelerated depreciation, and adjustment to other economic parameters. The government is also considering additional split for unconventional oil and gas revision to extension for upstream oil and gas activity through government regulation number 27 of 2017 and government regulation number 53 of 2017. Indonesia heavy relation on mature oil and gas field poses a significant challenge to achieving production target. Komaidin Notonegoro, Executive Director of Reforminer Institute, has warned that achieving the national crude oil lifting target will be difficult if we continue rely solely on existing fields like Rokan and Cepu. The high rate of natural declining in these two blocks has prompted the government to lower in its national lifting target. Therefore, more intensive exploration efforts are needed to discover new reserves that can be optimized. That's all I have for today. Please forgive any mistake or omissions in my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.